Hi there, my name is RJ and welcome to my channel. So are you using the Freebitcoin faucets and maybe even the moon faucets? Ever thought about using a bot? Well, keep watching. Okay, and welcome to another episode of Ask RJ. So this is episode number 4. And in this episode, we're only actually going to be addressing one question. Obviously, normally in most episodes, I do answer 2 or 3 questions. But I think this particular question, to answer it, obviously, it's going to go on a bit longer than we normally do. I normally try and make an episode about half an hour. So anyway, so the question has come from a viewer, Eagle Eye. And basically, if you remember, I did a video recently on how to boost your balance in the Freebitcoin faucet to use with the Freebitcoin strategy. So in that video, I talk about the moon faucets, i.e. Coinpot, and the faucets that belong to that. So that'd be the Litecoin faucet, Bitcoin faucet, Bitcoin Cash, but you know, those faucets. So basically, Eagle Eye wanted to know, is there any sort of bot or auto software that can be used with these faucets? So in answer, yes there are, but there's also a bot that you can use to claim, to not actually use in the auto multiplier, but just to claim the hourly faucet on the Freebitcoin site as well. So obviously, if you use all these bots, you'd be having 4 bots or 5 bots. Well, I think it's 4. Yeah, I think what's available is 4 bots for the moon faucets, the Coinpot faucets, and then a single bot for the free Bitcoin faucet. But obviously, the problem with using automated software is there is the possibility of your account being found out, and therefore you possibly losing your account. So obviously, if you're going to use software, you have to be aware that this could possibly happen. Although using the kind of bots that I'm going to show you, because they're not a script, or they don't actually alter the site in any way, all they actually do is mimic what we would do anyway. So those kind of bots tend to be harder to be discovered. So a lot of times you can use these with absolutely no problem and never get found out. But obviously, I have to make you aware that there is a possibility you could be found out. So just bear that in mind if you're going to be purchasing bots of any kind, really. Okay, so what we're going to do, we'll just flick over to the site where we can purchase these bots, and we'll go and quickly have a look at what is available. Okay, so this is a site that basically these bots come from. It's a place called Auto Clickbots. I've had many correspondence with the guy or the person, as I don't know if it is a guy or a girl. Basically, they just go by the handle of CJ, which is Cyber Junkie, and I've had many correspondence with those back and forth. I've even given them feedback on the bots when they seem to have slight glitches or anything like that, and then they've quickly gone and remedied those bots, placed an update which is automatically downloadable, and then your bot will run perfectly fine. If you have any problems, you can set up an account on their support page, and they usually answer very quickly. But just bear in mind, you've got to give them as much information as possible. Don't just go onto the support shouting, saying that your bot doesn't work, and not giving them any kind of details about what is the problem. Because if all you say is the bot doesn't work, they're going to say, well, exactly what is happening. They're going to ask you for the details, so give them the details first, and don't swear or anything like that, because I'll tell you, for any kind of support, if you start using foul language in any kind of a support ticket, they're simply just going to ignore you. So if you want your question to be answered through the support, just write a polite message giving as much detail as possible, and they will come back to you as soon as they can. Okay, so basically this is the Mooncash bot. So that is for the Bitcoin Cash faucet, and basically what it will do is it will just, like I say, it mimics what you would do. So it will log you in, it will click where it will basically answer faucets, all that kind of stuff, and then obviously claim any coins that are there for you. So the other ones that are available, CC Builder is something completely different, so don't worry about that. You have the Moon Dash, so that's for claiming Dash. Moonlight Bot for claiming Litecoin. Moon Bitbot, so that's for claiming Bitcoin. And then at the bottom here we have the Freebit, which is for claiming the hourly faucet on Freebitcoin. You'll notice that all these bots are a real low price of only $5, and they accept Bitcoin and also PayPal. So obviously you have two options there which you can use to pay with. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to quickly show you these bots, and I'm going to show you how to set them up and what is required to get you started. Okay, so let's go and check them out. Okay, so we're just going to go over and check out these auto bots then. What? That's the wrong auto bots. Who's been messing around with my computer? Hang on, got to get the proper ones. Okay, so these are the proper auto bots, or the bots that we will be using. Obviously, all the Moon bots work in exactly the same way. So I'm just going to show you the Moonlight bot as an example, and then the Freebit bot. We obviously set that up and enter slightly different things. Okay, so basically to get yourself started with this, you click log winning claims, and then what you enter your user information. So you put your email address here, and then what you do in this bottom box here is you set how long you want between each claim on the site. The minimum you can set it to is 5 minutes. I tend to allow the coins to build up a little longer. I normally set it for about 10 minutes, and then it will go in and claim, answer any captchas, and then obviously it will actually log itself back out. You can use it has two different browsers. So it has an internal browser, and you can use Chrome Portable. I tended to find that using the internal browser seemed to slow it up somewhat, because obviously I don't know if it just uses more system resources or something like that, but I found that using the external browser seemed to work a lot better. So I always have the Chrome ticked there. Also as well, you can actually leave so rather than it logging in and logging out, you can actually just leave it open, and then it will just claim every 5 or 10 minutes or whatever you set it to. And then once you've entered all those details, you just then click save. Okay, so to use this and to use the Freebit bot, you have to use a Captcha service. So in here you have 9KW, 2Captcha, which is a service I use, Antigate, DBC and dCaptcha. Also remember that any links or anything I talk about in this video, all links will be in the description. And also for those of you that this is the first time you're hearing about Coinpot and Freebitcoin, I will place a link just here, and then basically go and check those. I'll put a video up there, and that will be an early video that you can obviously get a full review on Coinpot and a good review on Freebitcoin, so you understand the programs, how the program works, and obviously what you need to get that set up, and whether it's something that you will be interested in. But I'll also put those links to those videos in the bottom of the description as well, and at the end of the video on the end screen, so obviously you don't have to look through this video to find those first links I talked about. Okay, so obviously, so this is like I say, to Captcha is what I'm linked to, and the great thing is obviously to keep an eye on things, you can just click check balance, and then that will tell you how much you have in your account. I put $10 in this account absolutely ages ago, and I'm still only down to $7 or just over $7, because it doesn't, to answer each captcha hardly costs anything at all. So $10 will last you a long time answering and using these bots, so they are really good in that way. Okay, so how does the free Bitcoin bot differ? Well, obviously here you only have you have 2 checkpoints as opposed to just one, so you can check your reward and lottery, and you can also log your wins like the Moonlight bot. And then again, it's just a simple case of answering, inserting your username and your password. If you have 2FA enabled on it, you make sure you click this box, and that will basically, once you've answered that 2FA once, it will then keep being able to log you in using that 2FA for quite some time before you'll have to enter a code again. You also have the use of 3 browsers on this, so you have your internal browser, you have your Chrome browser, and you have your Firefox browser, both portable, so they're light. And then to answer the captcha, you could have a choice of either the reCAPTCHA or the text captcha. That is so entirely up to you. If you're using to Captcha as a, well, in fact, I think if you use any captcha service, you will find that answering the text captchas will cost you a little bit less than answering the reCAPTCHA. So obviously that's maybe to be, I just use the reCAPTCHA because it's normally the default setting for Freebot, so I just sort of leave it at that. And then in here again, you've got the choice of the same captcha services. And that's pretty much it. It's very simple. You'll also notice on this Freebit bot, I have a very low balance compared to the balance that you see in my usual videos. That is because I basically set up a new account just for this video, so you could see it more clearly building, because obviously I've done some video of the bots actually working, so you can see that up and running. Okay, so what we're going to do now is we're going to flick over to that so you can actually watch these bots running. Okay guys, so I hope you enjoyed that episode of Ask RJ, and if you did, don't forget to smash that like button. It really helps my channel, which then helps me bring more content to you. And if this is your first time visiting my channel and you want to learn more about how to earn cryptocurrency for free, about cloud mining sites, about crypto investments, then hit that subscribe button and don't forget to tag the notification bell so you're alerted to all my videos as they come online. So I just want to say a massive thank you to you for watching, and take care, and I'll speak to you soon. Bye.